What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to look at the Kyurem Pokemon Go counter guide to make sure that you know 100% IVs, best counters, exactly what you need to know to take down this Pokemon every single time. So, welcome to the trainer club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited for Kyurem to come out in Pokemon Go? Because this Pokemon is coming out for a month in Pokemon Go from December 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, all the way until January 1st. So I hope you guys are ready for this Pokemon. I sure do hope they either release the shiny, either the black or the white version comes out. But regardless, this Pokemon will serve as Kyurem candy for the black or the white version, more than likely. I cannot see them splitting up the three to have black, white, and then regular Kyurem candy. I don't really think that it would make too much sense. So treat this Pokemon as such, because those two Pokemon are absolutely monsters. I just want to mention that Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale is going to go all the way until tonight at midnight at thetrainerclub.com. No www, where we have our new Here We Go merchandise. We have our new beanie, our old beanie. We have our varsity jackets, and then we also have an ornament bundle and some old garments as well that are on sale. So make sure to head on over there if you're looking to get a deal on my merchandise. So without further ado, let's get into everything we need to know, because we've already talked about the time. Now let's talk about Kyurem. Kyurem is going to be a dragon and an ice type combination. Unfortunately, the regular Kyurem is not the most beastly form of the Kyurem, because the black and the white form are extremely powerful. This Pokemon maxes out at 3575. It is more heavily focused on the attack and the stamina. The defense is a little bit down. With it being dragon and ice combination, it's going to have 5 weaknesses, which are going to be steel, rock, fighting, fairy, and dragon. And it's going to have 3 resistances, which are going to be electric, grass, and water combination. So with it being the dragon and the ice type combination, typically dragons are weak to ice. However, ice resists ice, which makes it neutral to ice, so that is why you're not seeing an ice type weakness in there. The 100% IVs are going to be under normal conditions, 2042 at level 20, with every condition except 2 conditions, because it is going to be dragon as well as ice type combination, so it's going to be boosted in windy as well as snowy weather. 100% IVs at level 25 are going to be 2553. And the moveset combination is going to be 2 quick moves, Dragon Breath and Steel Wing combination. Steel Wing is going to be not really problematic because it's just a quick move, but it does pose a little bit of threat, as well as the Dragon poses a little bit threat to some of the counters. And the charge moves are going to be 3. It gets Blizzard, which hits really hard regardless if it's going to be resistant or not. It also gets Draco Meteor, which is also a pretty hard hitting move because they are both 1-bar charge. And then it gets Dragon Claw. And according to Pokebattler, it is going to take 2.04 trainers to take this down, so yes, it is doable. However, ideally speaking, you're just going to have more trainers to take it down faster, and it's going to go a whole lot easier. So if you guys are looking for Kyurem raids, any type of raids, get into my Discord. It's in the pinned comments below. If you want to raid harder, because I'm sure during the month of December, they're also going to be dropping other raid bosses, maybe for events, special weekends, special weeks, whatever's going on. There has to be more raid bosses. You're definitely going to want to check out the Patreon groups, which are going to get you to private raid lobbies that are going to get you more quality raids without having to look around and add a bunch of trainers, which is then going to lead us into the counters. So we're going to start off with a couple shadow Pokemon, and actually the first time in a long time a mega Pokemon is not making up the #1 spot, which is quite surprising. So the #1 counter in the shadow form, I did tell you guys about this Pokemon a long time ago, is going to be the Shadow Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash combination. Meteor Mash is a Calm Day move. This Pokemon is an absolute monster. Externally of the Mega introduction, it was virtually the #1 strongest attacker in the game until that Shadow Mewtwo came along. So that Pokemon is extremely powerful. And then I'm just going to mention this Pokemon, even though it's not out yet, it could come out at some point. It is going to be the Kyurem in the black form with the Dragon Tail and Outrage combination. And then in counter number 5, before we get out of the counters with the shadow forms, it's going to be Machamp with counter and dynamic punch. And just to put emphasis here, the Shadow Metagross is 482 seconds, so this Pokemon would absolutely dominate when you are using it. But moving out of the Shadow Pokemon, because not everybody has Shadow Pokemon powered up yet, remember, when these Shadow Pokemon come back, whenever Beldum does, please get your hands on a good quality Shadow Beldum. Wait until a Rocket Takeover, TM away that move, and then you're going to have to evolve that Shadow Beldum on December Calm Day, which hopefully we'll get a Team Go Rocket Takeover event before that, so we can have the availability for that. And then you are going to get the Meteor Mash moveset, along with all the other Shadow Pokemon that are Calm Day moves that you do need it. So Number one counter is still going to be Black Kyurem with the Dragon Tail Outrage combination. Only problem with that is it's not out yet, so the number one counter is going to be Lucario. Remember, Lucario at some point will have a Mega Form, which is going to be extremely powerful. Really like it. It's going to be a fighting and a steel type combination, so it is going to resist all of the moves coming from the Kyurem, which is really powerful. Counter and Aura Sphere combination is going to be the move. This Pokemon is going to be around 570 seconds to take down this Pokemon, so it's almost 100 seconds slower than is the Metagross in the Shadow form. In counter number 3, we have Bullet Punch Meteor Mash on the Metagross. Another steel type Pokemon combination. This Pokemon is also going to resist Steel, Dragon, and Ice. So it's really powerful. This is 100 seconds behind the Shadow form. Same exact moveset. It needs the Calm Day move to perform like this. It is going to be Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash moveset. So definitely Meteor Mash on this Metagross. Saving your Beldums for the Calm Day coming into December. Whenever we know about the official details, I will drop it all for you guys. It is definitely worth something doing. Then, in counter number 4, technically counter number 3, we are going to have Dialga. So Dialga is going to be Dragon Breath, Draco Meteor combination. However, this Pokemon, being that it is going to be Steel and Dragon type, they have some resistances and weaknesses, each of them. So, it's going to be neutral to Dragon, which is going to be doing a little bit more damage to it. It's also going to be neutral to Ice, because of the typing. So Blizzard and Draco Meteor are going to hit this Pokemon relatively hard. So honestly speaking, the first two counters are looking very promising, even though the Lucario is slightly glassy, generally speaking. And then in counter number 5, we have Conkeldurr with counter and Dynamic Punch. That's the number one fighting type attacker, which then leads us into counter number 6, which is going to be Palkia. Palkia is going to be Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor combination. Then moving on to counter number 7. Counter number 7 is going to be Reshiram. Dragon Breath, Draco Meteor combination. This Pokemon is a Dragon and a Fire type Pokemon. So although it's going to resist the Steel, it is going to be weak to the Dragon. So all of the Dragon moves are going to hit this Pokemon relatively hard, which then takes us into a new Pokemon that we just recently got, which is going to be the Terrakion, right? So Terrakion moveset is going to be Smackdown, Rock Slide combination. This Pokemon is going to be weak to the Steel. However, since it's only a quick move that is the Steel for the Reshiram, it's not that big of a deal, so I would say you're relatively safe using this Pokemon. And then in counter number 9, we have Machamp with counter and Dynamic Punch, followed by the Mega Charizard X. Dragon and Fire type combination. This Pokemon is going to be weak to Dragon, but this Pokemon does do work. It's going to need to have Dragon Breath from the Calm Day move recently, as well as the Dragon Claw to be able to maximize out on that stab type bonus. So that's actually the first Mega Pokemon that we have right now, because none of the other available Mega Pokemon, including Metagross, as well as the Lucario, are out right now. And then counter number 11, we have Garchomp. Garchomp also has a Mega Pokemon. Dragon Tail Outrage combination on this Pokemon. It is going to be weak to Dragon. Be careful there. We also have Hariyama. Hariyama with counter and Dynamic Punch in counter number 12. Counter number 13 is going to be Jirachi with Confusion and Doom Desire. Ideally speaking, that Pokemon does not have a move that's going to be strong for the quick attack against the Kyurem. Followed by Excadrill with Metal Claw and Iron Head. And then we have the Genesect with Metal Claw and Magnet Bomb. Not the most strong moveset, but that Pokemon is a bug and a steel type Pokemon, so it does tote a lot of resistances. So if you guys do want to keep going down here and see some of the other counters, they're getting a little bit lower. We're starting to get higher in the time to win times, so it's not really the most ideal situation, but you can check them out and pause over here to see what we're working with. So now that we have all that said, let's now move into the weather conditions. Sunny weather is not going to have an effect on this Pokemon. However, partly cloudy is going to have an effect because Kyurem is going to be weak to rock. So Terrakion during this time frame is going to be great for us, which then is going to lead us into cloudy weather. So cloudy weather is also good for us because it's going to boost all of our fighting type Pokemon, which is really beneficial because this Pokemon is going to be weak to fighting types because of the ice type combination. And also during the cloudy weather, we are going to get a boost to our fairy type Pokemon. So be wary that fairy types can be boosted. However, just notice we didn't cover any fairy type Pokemon on the list all the way to counter number 15, so they are not the premier attackers, but during the cloudy weather they can prevail some. Next, moving on to the rainy weather, we're not going to have an effect, but then we're going to get into the snowy weather. So snowy weather is going to boost the Kyurem because of the ice type combination. It's going to boost all of the ice and the steel type moves, so the one quick move and the one charge move, Blizzard's going to hit really hard during that combination, so any of the dragon type weaknesses with the ice type weaknesses are not going to be best served during that time frame. Then we're gonna move on to the foggy weather, no effect, but finally we have the windy weather. Windy weather is gonna be boosting all of our dragon type Pokemon. It's gonna be boosting the Kyurem all the way to level 25 as well, and it's also gonna be boosting all of its dragon type moves. So during the windy weather, it's gonna be kind of like a slightly team up. Something like a Dialga would be good during that time frame. But besides that, it's gonna be a little bit more hectic. But also during the snowy weather, it's gonna boost the Metagross, which is a great type attacker. And the cloudy weather is going to be boosting the Lucario. So that's gonna be optimally served. So as far as this goes, what's gonna be the optimal party to set up with? Lucario is going to resist all the moveset as well as Metagross. So populating your party with those two Pokemon. Then if you choose to use something like a Dialga, it is good. However, it's going to be getting hit relatively hard by the Blizzard as well as the Draco Meteor because it's going to be neutral to it. Conkeldurr, Machamp, as well as Terrakion are great Pokemon to put in there as well. But if you want to use something like Palkia as well as Reshiram, those two Pokemon are going to be weak to Dragon. So you do have to be a little bit cautious going in there, especially when Draco Meteor comes in because it's going to KO those Pokemon immediately. But beyond that, guys, make sure to get out there. I would say raid relatively easily on this Pokemon. Don't go like so easy and skip out and lose out on some of the candy if the black and the white forms come out at some point because we could be stocking up on that candy. But at the same time, unless it gets Icy Wind combination, which is really going to bump it up in the Go Battle League, as far as its relevance in all of the other meta raid attackers and the Go Battle Leagues, it's just not the best because it's just missing out on that moveset that could completely transform this Pokemon. So with all that said, guys, appreciate you being here. Likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace! I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.